thank you so much for speaking with the CSR Journal. First, I'd like to know, you spoke very largely about work reaching very raw areas and places like say the northeast also. So what do you think we can do to increase the effort to reach other, because corporates mainly try to keep their work in and around the area that they work. So how is it that we can reach these far-fetched places?
I think, as we're looking at philanthropy, as institutions and corporates are looking at philanthropy, one of the things they need to do is look at where the need is the most. And very often the need is the most need is in districts which may not be close by. They may not be in the cities. They may actually be in, you could go from Manipur to Chhattisgarh to J&K, all over the country.
Do you think much has changed in the sphere after the 2% mandate came into the picture?
Yes, a lot has changed. I think a lot more people are thinking about their CSR budgets and how to deploy it. I think it's also given people an opportunity to be good. Maybe individual employees had felt it, but they were not able to say, oh, you can give part of the profits. But in making it mandatory, it's almost given voice to, I think, what people were basically already feeling. Also, a lot of people have talked about the fact that they were actually already giving more than 2%, but they've now converted it. It's now sitting in a framework. So that has definitely changed. Some of the things that may not have been so positive, I think, is that they have been very worried about reporting requirements, etc., etc., and that has slowed down some of the organizations a little bit.
So you've been working for a very long time. How open are corporates or even the donors to failures and accepting that probably they've put their money somewhere where it didn't work? How open are they to it, even that is before the mandate and post the mandate?
Some are open. I think before the mandate possibly more. But it's hard for them because they have to justify, they have to write reports. I see their point. They have to report to their boards that everything went very well. But I think those who can actually go beyond that and say, these were our learnings. This is what we learned. Then your work will become so much better. And I think personally people will accept it. I don't think there's a problem. I mean, we, for example, have gone back to corporates and said, there was a problem here, we have shut down this project, and they've accepted it. They said, okay, give us something else. So we have seen both, I must say.
Ma'am, could you tell me very briefly what is CSR to you?
CSR to us. CSR to me is, like I said, I think it's very important that as entities that live in society, corporates need to be more responsible. They have to be responsible citizens, good citizens, actually look at the impact they're having on environment, on people, on profit as well. So to me, that's what it means. I feel that corporates imagine a world where everybody was aligned in order to look at the betterment of all of humankind. Entities as powerful of corporates aligned with us. I think to me that is the dream that I would have.
Ma'am, it's been lovely and very insightful talking to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks. Anytime.
Thank you so much for talking to us. All the discussions that we have today, after we take away all the lessons, where does it translate? I mean, do you take a report further to someone, or how does this get implemented on field?
Yeah, no, it will be, that's right. A report gets put together and then it gets shared with all our members and others who are interested as stakeholders that we would call. It will certainly get, yeah.
How have you seen the CSR sphere change after the 2% mandate came into the picture, and how was it before that?
I love that question because I've been involved with CSR since 1999. After the mandate has happened, a big change is that everybody started talking about it, one. Number two, every company that fits under that size of profitability and turnover necessarily has to look into it. Third big change that has happened, and I'm not sure to what extent that's the best change, good one or bad one, is that everybody and his brother is wanting to get into this area of CSR.
Okay, could you tell me very briefly what CSR is to you?
Is to me? CSR to me is making companies making social impact. Okay, and it is to me something which also stems from responsibility.
Ma'am, it's been lovely talking to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Pleasure talking to you too.